Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our platforms, planets, networks. We're on planets now. We're on Venus. We're on Mars. We're on Uranus. Careful. I'm Mike Morales. I'm on Mars. That young lady over there is
Araceli Costilla Sharp, and I'm actually in San Antonio, Texas.
You're on Earth. How's Earth these days?
It's pretty good. A little hot.
A little hot. Yeah. Araceli and I have been really just having a great time with this tequila, Proeza.
Proeza.
It does translate to prowess. It is really a strong, that's a strong name for anything.
Right? Yeah.
I wonder if you can name your cat Proeza.
Proeza.
Or unless your cat is like a tiger or a Bengal. I don't know. We have loved the Blanco. The Reposado has been outstanding. We've just fell all over ourselves with the quality of this. Knowing what we know about the distillery, they're agave growers first. I have had a handful of tequilas coming from there. Maybe there are about 20 brands that are made there. It's a very small to mid-sized maquiladora, but they are agave growers first. And we're just going to taste this añejo. I'm going to pour mine in the Glencairn because that's what I got. And was that a pop I heard?
That was a pop.
Oh, that's always a good sign. Sometimes
I know. So I'm going to use the
the real.
Yeah.
That's a real glass. Okay. All right, cool.
I'm going to switch it up this time.
Yeah. Well, it's still a valid tool. I have several. As a matter of fact, right below me, I've got a box full of about 24 Riedels underneath me. So I do carry a few of those when I do tastings. I prefer the Jarrito. I think it's the best one out there.
Yeah.
And the Glencairn is right there. It's made by the same company. Stotzel makes both of these too. They make Glencairn to their own specs. What do you think of the color? Again, not too aged.
Not too aged. I was a little surprised because it looks a little darker in the bottle.
Yeah, and I think the label colors do that. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It just looked a little darker in the bottle to me.
Yeah. See.
I like. This actually looks more like the Reposado now that.
Now that it's in the glass, it's almost identical.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more golden, I think. But the legs and tears on this thing are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Look at that, folks. That's like right off the bat. I don't know if you can see that on my glass. I've got. Yes, I caved in and got a ring light. You can tell. Yeah, all the way through from Blanco to the Repo, and right now, the structure in the body just looks beautiful.
Really good.
Tears are healthy. They're not super clingy and they're not super streaming.
Yeah, those are good.
But yeah, the color not even as dark as the Repo. It's maybe slightly.
Just a slight, but definitely when you look at them side by side in the bottle, it definitely looked darker.
Oh, there you go. See, I've got a little bit. See,
yeah.
You can't tell. Okay.
You can tell there, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, in the bottle, it looks even darker.
Completely different.
I think a lot of the brands are doing that now, where the labeling for some reason darkens the liquid.
Yeah, look at that. It's like a big difference.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I mean, if you didn't see one or the other, you just go, is this a Repo?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, this is an Anejo.
Well, it's gorgeous to look at. It's very pretty. It's
very pretty.
Like a nice. I don't even want to call it pale gold. It's like a gold color.
Ooh.
Oh wow, it's cleaner. I'm getting more of the green agave I got in the bottle.
More than the Reposado, which is surprising. I was thinking it would be softer in the Anejo, but no, it's definitely.
It's brighter.
Brighter.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like with an añejo, you don't normally get those bright agave notes.
Exactly.
They don't translate like that.
It doesn't, it's not even as sweet as the reposado was.
No, the repo's
You don't get that at all.
This one's a bit denser and it's got more alcohol and wood in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's got the alcohol is coming through, and I think
Yes.
it's just taking time. It's taking its own sweet time to open up.
Maybe that might be that.
Well, you know, and that could be why you got that pop. You know, there's a lot of accumulated alcohol in that because we just broke the seal, you know, off camera.
Yes.
So they've been sitting there sealed, and like that's how they said it's a heat wave in Texas. It doesn't matter if you're sitting at room temp or not. It's hot. Okay?
It's hot. Mm.
I like that I'm getting the green bright notes on a
Yes.
Anejo.
Yes. So if you're an agave fan, definitely like this is it. You know, we've talked about how I've always preferred the blancos because of that agave forwardness, not realizing that there's actually añejos out there like that. And probably because they are agave growers and they want to, you know, make that the point of, you know, what you're getting. It's definitely really good.
You know, I still, you know, refer back to Felipe Camarena, who's this mad scientist, you know, and his thing is to find distressed barrels because he's an agave grower to begin with. He wants that agave to shine no matter what the expression.
Yes.
But that mentality is still prevalent among several other agave growers in the business. He just happens to be famous at this point. You know, we've all made him famous at this point. But he's been doing, you know, he's a Camarena. The whole family is just, they've been doing their own thing since 100 years almost.
Yeah. So,
you know, but there are other families out there, lesser known. If you guys are familiar with this distillery makes Don Anselmo. If you have not had it, if you're watching us in Houston, you can get Don Anselmo in Houston. You probably get it at Alamo Liquor, Alamo City Liquor in San Antonio. Get yourself Don Anselmo, and those again coming out of the same distillery. They're all agave growers, so they want them. And that añejo is a bit darker than this one, and it rules. Don Anselmo is kick ass. I gotta tell you, this one comes really close.
Yeah, I like that. I really do.
I'm getting some bright citrus notes and oh my God. It's almost like the wood's taking a back seat.
To the agave.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, it's a little weird because I thought for sure the reposado had the wood notes and that balance of what you would expect. But this for an añejo is like, it's definitely the agave first.
Yeah. It's kind of off-putting. It's a little weird because we thought we'd get this natural progression, and it's not there. And I'm okay with that.
Me too. Me too.
You know, I'd rather be surprised than go, oh, it's
what we expected.
Right. I knew it was coming. You know,
you asked me, are you surprised? Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, now I'm getting wood notes on this. It's beginning to open up. It's just taking its own sweet time.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not there. Mine's not there yet.
And I'm getting it on what's my right side here. Just more of the subtle wood notes that we got, you know, not even as pronounced as what we sensed and perceived in the reposado. And I'm only getting it here. The repo was like right there in the center. It was just all that sweetness is right in the middle of the glass.
Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of sweetness, not necessarily the wood notes, but definitely the sweetness.
But yeah,
and more of the orange in the middle.
Yeah,
that orange sweetness.
More of that orange, more like an orange peel, not an orange rind.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm intrigued. I wonder what this tastes like. You want to dive in?
I know.
Can we dive in? All right, here we go.
I'm gonna open it.
What a great great mouthfeel.
Mm-hmm.
It's silky.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like velvety. Wow.
Got more of that pepper at the end too for an anejo. A little
Yeah.
surprising there.
Yeah, this is not a tamed down añejo. This is like a up reposado.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's like,
wow.
Oh
my goodness. You know, each one of these, we've had to stop ourselves from like second and third and fourth passes.
Yeah.
You notice the Obama pour out of his glass?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't, I told Araceli off camera, if I have several of these planned, one TJ after the other, I got to pour small amounts and that's why I love the jarritos, because I don't need a whole lot to put stuff out. But every once in a while, you get this really good one. It's like, oh man, I got to pour another one.
Just a little more.
Wow. Just not that it requires more, it just you want more.
You want more, yes.
Yeah. Mm.
That's another thing you were asking me about the cocktails. I have found myself, even when I go out now, I will sip more than I order cocktails.
Well, all of us have evolved.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not evolving in this game, you're in a rut.
Yeah.
And with tequila, what's beautiful about tequila is even with the 3 expressions, or if you count extra añejos and cristalinos, and maybe even a joven, you have like 6 different expressions, and then they're playing around with them. They got some in wine barrels, some are the double barreled, some of the, so you can never fall into a rut, because when you are in a rut, all you got to do is pull something else off the shelf that you've not ever had.
Yeah.
And you go to town there. It's hard to get into a rut with tequila. So it doesn't surprise me you've evolved. You go, I see it all the time. When we first started, it was like, you got the Scotch drinkers and the whiskey drinkers who would start with the aged spirits, and then they eventually gravitate to the blancos. And vodka and gin drinkers would gravitate to the
other way.
and they still do that at some point. But now there's so many different expressions, there's so many different ways of making it's, what do you feel like?
And that's why I really enjoy with Tequila Aficionado, is that it's not about the same brand over and over that's been out there for years and has the great marketing and everybody's promoting the same thing. It's about, try something you're not going to normally pick up. Get the bottle that's not the fanciest bottle, just to be out there and like, try something different. And, I've told you all the time, I'm like, I picked this bottle, I don't know anything about it. We're going to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, and I think I said that in your first initial interview, I said, I like to look, all the gems are at the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
All of them. Because these are brands that have been overlooked. They're clearing out, because everything at the top shelf, that's why the term top shelf is a big deal, because those are the ones at eye level and above. And that's where these long neck, pretty bottles want to be. They all want to have the bottle glorifier under. I don't ever look at that. I always look to see what's on the bottom of the shelf, what I haven't had.
Yes.
What I haven't had in years, and maybe it's still around. Like an old school corazon that somebody forgot was in the warehouse. Because that's where they go, and they're usually like $17, $18. And it's like, oh, do you have any more in the back? I'll take them all off your hands.
Yeah. No, for sure.
What a warm fuzzy. It's like each expression, the finish gets longer and longer. I got
a little sweetness there on that one. I waited in between.
But I'm beside myself at the fact that we're getting the agave notes.
Oh yeah.
In an añejo like this, it's coming across as bright as what we got in the blanco.
Yeah.
That's like, the last time I had that.
Yeah.
Camarena, Felipe. He's probably the only one that can do.
Yeah.
We thought he was the only one that could do it.
Well, a little bit of one of my favorites now is the Viva Mexico.
Yeah. 1414's been doing it for years. and they've been doing it right. And now they're doing like RTDs, and they have the wherewithal now to do the canned RTDs. Mexi Seltzer, by the way, if you're not had Mexi Seltzer, you need to get some.
That was good.
Oh yeah, they got some.
Yeah. I mean, and they've been doing it for years, and
yeah, they don't do it wrong.
they don't do it wrong.
These families, folks, if you're just getting into tequila, become a fanboy. Reverse engineer some of these brands. Find out who's making them, who owned it before, where did they make it before. There's so much to learn. And Proeza, I've been trying to get it for a couple of years. I was told about it 2 years ago. I got a good friend in South Texas who's a small distributor. He said, you got to try this. It's like, we're selling it all. As a matter of fact, they're all over holiday wine and liquors in South Texas. If you've seen it. Do we have a price point on this one, by the way?
On the Anejo, yes, we have a price point of 49, so just under 50.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Anejos are going for 60, 70 bucks a pop. Good.
No, this is a good one. This is a good one for sure.
Oh my God, back up that truck. Geez, bring a tank. Bring your friend.
Bring a friend.
Holy cats. They're giving this stuff away.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even getting the orange blossom so much as it's even lighter than this.
Yeah, it's lighter. I'm just gonna say I got a little bit more of the wood notes now at the end.
Yeah, it really does need to open up for you though. If you're getting, if you got that alcohol pop at the beginning, just let it,
let it sit a little bit. And that's one of the things I learned over time is pour it, let it sit a little bit, then go for it. But yeah, no, this is a good one.
A lot of bad reviews, even from reviewers, come from the instant review they give it.
Yeah.
They open a bottle. And anybody who's ever done tequila, and then usually these are guys and girls that have done, they rate everything. Okay. But if you know tequila and you know what happens with it, even if it's shaken, even if it's quitado, you got to let it. That's why some of these blancos are set to rest in a silo for 60 days. They don't bottle it for that. You got to let it settle in. It's still an evolving spirit, and you can't do it justice by, we try to do it within 15, 20 minutes. Okay. But even that's not enough. Some of the conversations we have off camera are even better than what we do on camera. So
that's true. For sure.
Oh, this is okay. Here we go. All three. Brand of Promise nominee.
It's a good one.
I love the mouthfeel. It's like silky and velvety.
Yes.
It is really coats that palate nicely. I know what I said about the Reposado with a cigar. I think with this one, we can go a little bit more bolder, not too bold.
Yeah.
But
just a little bit.
A little bit, like a Connecticut wrapper, I think would be okay.
Yeah. And it also surprises me, like, people will pay so much money for an Anejo. And I'm like, there's just such good ones out there at like less than $50. Less than $50. Yeah.
There's a finish all day long.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Quality stuff, folks. Quality stuff. I'm sorry. If you're spending that much money on an Anejo or a Reposado, do yourself a favor. Okay. Those of you watching us in Texas, from San Antonio down and probably now central Texas, this is your jam right here. It's not going to cost you an arm and a leg. Get yourself all three and get 3 to give away, or to mix in cocktails, because I think it's versatile. But I would sip it. Now, I think this is bold enough. This Anejo is bold enough to go into like a Latin Manhattan or something.
An old fashioned.
Yeah, old fashioned is your thing, right? That's your go-to? Okay.
Yeah, definitely. No, I would definitely do that in an old fashioned all day long.
See, my sister-in-law makes a mean old fashioned because she's a whiskey drinker, so she knows how to make them.
Yeah.
I keep telling her, when you retire, she's an oncologist right now, and I keep telling her, when you retire, I'm gonna set you up as the bartender. anywhere. I'll put you in some of the high end places in Orange County, California. And I said, I'll just get, you'll make money hand over fist because she's so good.
Yeah.
And she's
that's what we need next, Mike. We need to have like a bartender behind us making drinks for us.
Yeah.
Put them in a cocktail.
Well, see, many of our tasters, many of our TJs, Jim is a cocktail guy. He's a gourmet chef. Jason Silverman was a sous chef and a bar manager. So that guy, his brain's constantly going elsewhere. Alex's thing is cocktails.
Yeah.
He'll photograph beautiful cocktails. And he's got a side gig where they do cocktails. So many of our TJs have cocktail backgrounds.
Yeah.
Which is good because I'm not a cocktail guy. You know, I even with a sangrita, I used to say I get a spicy V8. That's my sangrita. but now, now we have stuff that I can get in the bottle. I can order on Amazon, like pizza. Oh man, like these with a sangrita all day long. And then it's funny because I will pour the sangrita more than I will, the booze. I'll just keep going. Wow, this is good. There's a family restaurant in Wichita, Kansas. They gave us their recipe for their sangrita.
Oh,
it's superb. And the last time I saw them, they gave me one of these 1.5 liter jugs that you get. It said Cazadores on it, and they filled it with sangrita.
With their brand, with their own.
And it's like all I got to do is do this with it, because it's got fresh ingredients. And it's like, it's the best recipe I've ever had, but it's never been in a bottle.
Yeah,
and there are other ones out there. So again, experiment.
Experiment, get out there, try something different. Don't go for the regular same old. Everybody's drinking this. Everybody's putting this on the gram. Try something different. Try something different.
Because I got to tell you, you're gonna miss out all the hidden gems. This is a hidden gem, folks.
It's a hidden gem, and the price point is really good. 100%.
Go get it now before the price goes up, because they're gonna jack it up. It's gonna. Once it starts to take off, and it's in several locations in South Texas, all the holiday wine, places in Texas, anything in South Texas, but it's going to grow. It's going to grow like wildfire. I'm telling you, this is really great stuff. And some of the other brands we've had are not at the same price point. Okay, the quality's there, the styles are different, the recipes are different, but this is old.
It's really good.
Yeah, this hits all the right. This hits all the right notes.
No, for sure.
If you're looking for something, affordable, or if you're looking for something that reminds you of home.
Yes.
Right here.
Yeah. You want to take a trip to Mexico?
Or better yet, you want to have it delivered to your home? Go get it from Drizzly.
Yeah.
On Drizzly, okay?
Yeah.
So go on the Drizzly app. Go get it wherever you happen to be in the United States. It should be available to you. If not, it will be really, really soon. Congratulations to those folks. For those of you in South Texas, back up the truck, empty the shelves, because you're going to want a lot of this. Okay.
Yes, that's a good one.
Wonderful tequila. That's our take on Proeza. I'm Mike Morales here in Southern California. That young lady out there is
Araceli Costilla Sharp in San Antonio, Texas.
By the way, folks, this is a red letter day for us. It's historic for Tequila Aficionado. This is our first sipping off the cuff with a female catadora, and I'm so proud of that fact. I'm glad it was you. I'm glad that you and I went on this journey together.
Yes.
I feel like we have a connection now. I don't know.
Yes, we've been in the, you've been in the industry, obviously, Mike. You're the original OG influencer.
I don't even use that word. I'm an educator.
I said influencer, and we've known each other for years without really knowing each other. And it's been an honor to follow you.
Thank you. What? I'm touched. Thank you for the kind words, but also I am so pleased that you're like the Jackie Robinson of tequila for us, right? You opened up the door. I'm looking for more ladies. Okay, all you got to do is take the consumer catador course, take it however long it takes for you to finish up, and then You could be doing one of these with us. Who knows?
Yes.
You could be doing one of these without Araceli, and I could just be watching them in the background. I'm on Zoom right now. It could be that little square at the top going, I'll buy that. You know, whatever. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Share this video. If you've had it before, leave us a comment. Give us a like. That helps on the algorithm. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.